No, I'm going to save money for when we do actually need to embrace the institution, which we can now do. It's just a matter of having enough cash. I can take loans for it, but if I don't need to, then even better. Humbrain's rising up, that's fine, we have an army there. That's what they're for. Oh, you know what? You have natives, don't you? You do. Okay, so I'm going to need to have probably a third set of bricks, and you know what? I happen to know where there's a bunch of spare transports. Unfortunately, these are all the cogs, and those are the ones I would like to use. But what we can do is split out 2 of the bricks from here, send them over here, which is a long way. Aragon, any EU4 player knows Castile is the best play. Yeah, which is why I'm playing as Aragon. Can you build Suez? You can, but not yet. I would need... No, I've already got the 2 provinces I need for it, because I planned ahead. To form Suez. Why is that not a decision? I guess it just hasn't become available yet. But yes, you definitely can build Suez, but I think you need like 20 admin tech or something like that. We're actually going to be that far away. Here for Suez. It'll cost 40,000 ducats. You need admin tech of at least 20. What gives become King of Gondor? You become the King of Gondor. Aragon takes his rightful place. Sorry, Aragon takes his rightful place as the King of Gondor. Which is a province. Down here. Somewhere. There. Hey, Volzer. Mamelukes have rivaled me. That's slightly embarrassing because I was too big to rival them last time I checked. Unit's still building. I know something is. Okay. 5, 2, 1, 0. There we are. You are now a full stack, and you should be drilling, shouldn't you? Right, I need diplomats. Let's cancel the one on... Well, actually, I was going to say we need diplomats so that we can declare this war, but actually, we're going to need to wait until we can actually declare that war, which is going to require a CB, which we don't currently have. I know we have a truce, but that's going to be up very, very soon. Two more months, in fact. That soon. The Mamelukes Mara Coalition. Interesting. So I'm actually going to be fighting against the Mamelukes when I do kick this war off. Because Mara's in the coalition anyway. That's interesting. So I kind of need to declare this before Aragon can join the coalition. I think I can declare... Damn it. I do not have the CBs ready for this. And I can very quickly hurry in like 2 more stacks of troops to fight against the Mamelukes. That's not a problem. Mostly leaving the troops over here just in case A, Burgundy tries to attack me, or B, Austria tries to attack me. But right now that doesn't look like it's going to be particularly likely. Venice is down to medium. And if Venice leaves this war, then I'm going to start doubling down my efforts against Austria, because there are territories here I want. Is there any chance of me inheriting Naples yet? Nope, it's back down to minus 18%. Because of my Diplo rep, because I just annexed Ferrara. Fair enough. Yeah, these knights are doing fantastically well. It's really nice to see. Doesn't aristocratic give leader something? Aristocratic has less tradition decay. Also allows you an extra leader without upkeep. I don't remember that. Interesting. Yeah, this is the main reason. But I think I'd still rather go for the naval ideas, because that's just straight up, here, have some more naval tradition. And that's one of the fairly few ways of getting it now. Outside of just doing a bunch of trade protection, which is what we're going to have to do. In fact, it's almost stable at 17%. We're just going to need to get a bunch more protecting trade modifiers. And innovativeness is also helping with that. Guarani have attacked me. Guarani have lost. Have my 2 ships arrived yet? Yes, actually they have. Alright, so merge those. Split out to cogs. Split out to infantry. Put infantry in cogs. And sail over here. Then I'm going to need to hire 2 additional infantry, which I can actually do there. I'll just take 100 days. Fine, whatevs. I just got a ton of level 3 trade centers for the naval tradition. I'm trying to save my level 3 naval centers so I can start getting some more of India controlled with that. Plus I'm at war, and I would like to make Genoa into a level 3 and probably Alexandria and or Cairo. Alexandria, Cairo is not coastal. Right, Burgundy are down to low, so they'll probably be pieced out soon. Venice is unfortunately actually looking stronger now. I wonder if France is planning to take some land off of Burgundy or not. Naval tradition scorned. Lately our focus has been primarily army orientated. Perhaps we shouldn't overlook the possibility of a strong navy and invest some more time in naval research. Lose 20 naval tradition, gain 10 army, or lose 5 naval. I mean, we can build up that naval tradition again. We've reached the cutoff point. We've just hired that new admiral. Sure, do that. 74 military tradition. Seems fine. Aristo plus expansion is 33% manpower. I don't necessarily need that though. Remember, I have a lot of mercenaries. I think the mercenaries would actually put us in better stead, and I've just realised I don't have my notifications up. My bad. So, Minimau, Jamo, Darson, No Magic Here, and Muerte Frey, thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel to you all. Pedro Ponce de Leon, troops feel good when they know a good person is directing operations. De Leon is probably the best military mind our country has ever seen. Gain more morale of armies, admin or prestige, because we're already at maximum stability. We're also basically at maximum prestige, so I'm going to take the admin. Aristo gives more mercs. So does being Aragonese. Well, it just makes them cheaper. I've not had massive manpower problems, and in fact my manpower is going to be pretty good. Another conversion. Ah, and I can embrace. We're still going to wait on that though. I should probably do it by the places that grant the most unity. Oh boy, that's expensive. No, okay, maybe not. No, let's keep doing this by speed. Three more years. Malacca wants access. Oh, because you're fighting Magic Parhit. You know what? Yes. Well, I will allow it. Oh wow, Katai took out Brunei. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Interesting. Venice is back to high. Palatinate on medium. The only one who's up for fighting more is Austria. Ah, new colonial nation. New Granada. New Barcelona. Is that an A or an E? Barce, I thought so. Oops. Oh no. So we've got Maniorca and New Barcelona. Actually, that should really be New Valencia, shouldn't it? Also, that's a pretty cool flag. Quite like that. Kind of makes sense that this is then New Valencia. Valencia is our capital. Yearly absolutism and cheaper military tech stacking your initiative. Oh, innovative, it's 20% mil tech reduction. Can you pick other flags? Not for colonial nations, no. Unfortunately. Because you can for client states. Okay, infantry are done over there. Marvellous. And we can now do the spy network. And Ajuran is in fact at war with Kaffa right now. So if I declared war on Yemen, Ajuran would still join because they hate me. If I declared war on Ajuran, they would both still join. Okay. Well, first things first, you guys need to stop drilling. Crikey, we're about to go to war. Ah, Inhumbane's done. And Asab's got an uprising. Let's go and kill them. Right, so, I think then... that we ought to just build ourselves a fortress down here. And this is just so I can position a navy down in the Cape. In fact, we can position a navy there. We don't actually need to be in the Cape ourselves. Trade steering is not at all affected by that. Let's not do this. Let's go somewhere more useful. Like over here. Or North America. Nobody's taken Massachusetts yet, and it is a center of trade. Although, actually, I don't necessarily want my colonial nation to have a lot of trade power. Because that would mean that they steal more for themselves. But then again, I don't know how much trade power from here I'm going to be stealing. Oh, it's going to be a lot. Yeah, I'm going to be stealing a lot. The other question is, can I even get the trade from these two? Chesapeake feeds into the English Channel. Gulf of St. Lawrence feeds into the North Sea, which feeds into the English Channel. Bordeaux. Bordeaux feeds into Paris, which feeds into Genoa. That would be the only way of getting it. There's not actually that much point going for those two. I just noticed Florida is in the Caribbean. So that would have been the other provinces to get up to 10 had we needed it. Yeah, I'm not at all convinced about going for those. Maybe we should go for like Brazil. Let's go for the Amazon. +2, +2, +2, +4, +4. And we can't expel any of the others, so I think we're going to go with the +4. Stick to the history. Didn't the Iberians go for the west coast? Yes, they did. But initially that's not really worth it. We want to go east coast just so we can steal all the trade there. Although Lima does trade into Panama and we're going to have control over Panama, but that's one extra step. Brazil goes straight into the Caribbean. So Brazil is just a safer choice. Although this does really show how important controlling Panama is going to be. And we are going to be building the Panama Canal at some point too. That's why I took it. Oh, yeah, of course. Florida's still in the East Coast Colonial Zone. That was just the trade zone. You are correct. You are correct. I was actually looking at completely the wrong buttons there. Should have been this one. And that is Brazil. So the next one that we would want to go for is Colonial Peru. After Brazil. Provinces are in Florida. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of which are in the Caribbean node, which would allow us to control more of the Caribbean. And would also allow us to get most of the way towards forming a East Coast colony. We need to do that. I'm pretty sure we will have other ways of taking over Brazil. Alright, is there any province here which is more important than the others? Appalachia. Let's do that. And then we're going to need... hang on. I'm not done yet. I need 10 provinces here, not 5. But then again, I'm feeling pretty confident about being able to get 10 down here. I don't think that's going to be a major struggle. So let's get the colonial nations up and running. How's Venice looking? Back down to medium. And you guys are basically ready for this fight. And you're going for Ferrara again. I think I'm just going to let you suffer, because that's going to give me a little bit more participation score. I think I'm actually going to declare war on Yemen. Co-belligerize Aragon. Because that way we can leave Yemen in longer, because we need to peace out Aragon first. Malindi is already dead. So we can take all the stuff that we want off of Aragon and then go after Yemen. And that's a better way of doing it, because Aragon's already at war with someone. So we don't want them to be the last one in the war. We want them to be the first ones out. So we're actually going to move you down there. Put you back in the ship. And I think we're going to land like here. And we're going to try and grab as much of this territory as we can, as quickly as we can. Which means I need to get a fabrication against Aragon right now. Berber, I think, makes the most sense. There it is. Conquest CB. No, it's Yemen that we needed. Wow, I am a complete idiot. Let's go for Tajura. Let's not do this again. We screwed up last time. Tajura. And we will need to be in a position to fight against the Mamelukes. So let's go and rush an army down here to go and deal with them. And then also the navy. Just to make sure that we can wrench naval domination over them when this does begin. I feel like Venice might actually survive here. 2 more years. Oh, I left you in Zosa, didn't I? Whoops. Well, hope you had fun fighting there. Because I need to send you... Where did I send you? I sent you here, didn't I? Nope. Alright, where the hell am I colonizing? I can't even remember what I'm doing. One going to Appalachia. One going to Tuolumne. Okay, you haven't arrived yet. Yes, you have. 20%. Oh, you're there. You've arrived. That's just the 2 colonists. So actually what I want to do is recall you to start you here. Because I'm going to have 1 working in America and then 2 working on Indonesia/Africa. Because you can only have one using the minorities, and then the other one you can just keep sending to lots of different places. Who started this war? France. Welcome back, Ice Mage. What's happened in the last hour? I don't know. What was happening? Right, you need to go and kill them. I thought there were some rebels down here, I just couldn't exactly remember. And you've killed them, so let's go ahead and just split you up. So that we can take that, take that, take that, and then push north with that full force. Battle is joined. Good. Rebels dead. Good. Okay. I think I'm ready. Declaring war on Yemen, because we want them to stay in the war. We're co-belligerizing Ajuran. Ajuran is only allied to Mora. This is not triggering the coalition. Alright, I'm okay with this. You attack that. You attack that. You attack that. You attack that. You're going to get attacked. Right, because I never did put a fort here. I'm just going to start one building in case we get lucky. And let it get finished. One left, you were waiting to peace out Kaffa for the cause to finish. Oh, okay. Well, we peaced out Kaffa and took those cores. We're at war with Austria and Burgundy alongside France, because France declared war on Brittany, which we're winning fairly easily. I'm kind of waiting in that war to do anything until Venice gets peaced out, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen now. And in fact, the Palatinate's been pieced out already on their side, because I really want Gors and Lyca and Ragusa, because those are both centers of trade in the Ragusa node, which I do want to control to stop Venice from stealing all the money. But Venice is in this war. They'd already claimed those two provinces and marked them as vital interest, so I couldn't. So I'm waiting for Venice to get defeated, maybe punched out this war, maybe lose some territories, which I can then take off of Austria. And then also mark those as vital interest. Right, so I'm not fighting the Mamelukes. So you may as well just march south here. And then I might as well grab the navy and just bring you over here to go and crush them. Seems reasonable to me. Meanwhile, the cost of institutioning is plummeting. But tech is still spreading super slowly. 2 more years. Actually, 1 bit more years. So, I think the first thing we need to do is decide what we want from Ajuran. I think it's basically just the Horn of Africa. Main thing is to allow me to connect up my provinces. I would be kind of okay with this. That's a 50%, 54% overextension. You already control of those. Yeah, that would do me fine. Gives me a little more control of Aden, and also just more of this area. And it's all pretty valuable territory as well. This is all incense here. And then the rest is going to be from Yemen. We want quite a lot more from Yemen. So how much of a war score is that against Aden? No, Ajuran. 64. Cool. course, once all the colonies in the Caribbean are going to... Oh, once all the colonies in the Caribbean are gone, then the Caribbean's going to go for Florida. Possibly, though, at the moment, both of their colonists are just improving the home territories. Havana is a 31 development. Crikey, that's a huge city. That's like European size. So, they're not colonizing because of silly AI bug. That's probably another thing I should report. AI colonial nations do not colonize, they just improve own development.